All right, all right, all right. It is Friday, our first Friday together of the new year, January 8th. I hate turning Elton off, but I love me some Elton. One of the things I've been looking at today is, can you shoot a hawk? Okay. Now, for those of you that raise chickens, apparently it says that if you kill a hawk, that it is up to, let's see, fine up to $15,000 and 6 months in prison per offense. Now, let me just tell you what's going on. I have a couple of hawks who are looking after my high dollar chickens, and I only got 5 of my high dollar chickens because that's about all I could get. And I'm not going to let them destroy my little flock. So what I did is I've come up with a compromise. Now, first of all, I'm admitting to no offense here. I'm just saying I dreamed this, that what we're going to do is I got my son's BB gun and I went out in the front yard in my underwear, as I always do. The neighbors know to expect it. And pretty much, ran him off with a BB gun. So I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to send a message that, hey, my chickens are off guard, because I free range my chickens. They're out in this beautiful little pasture. I'll show you sometime, and they have a wonderful little life, and ain't no hawk going to steal my chickens. So hope you're having a great, great day. One of the things that's difficult for me is waiting to adjust my positions until we get together every day. So I'm trying better to not do trades before we come together, so you can see exactly how I go in and adjust the trades, right? And our little coop that we have is our account, and the money in it is very, very precious. So we don't want hawks swooping in after our hard-earned money, taking our stuff. So first of all, let's see if we have anything that we need to adjust. Now, I had a great, great session yesterday with Craig. I had a great session with Smitty. And one of the things Smitty said, Bobby, how do you get all this stuff here? I want mine to look like yours. I want it to have the quantity, the days left, the delta, theta, vega, extrinsic, P and L, so that you can do this. And so let me share this with you. Tap on this little wheel right up above. And let's see. Here's where you can put all of that in, right? And you can move them up and down. So you've got all of this stuff that is available there for you to put in. So then just put in quantity, days, delta, theta, vega, extrinsic. Why don't I take a little snapshot of this and put it into our live chat so that you can have this for later. Snipping tool. I'm so excited, y'all. I don't get a lot of fattening food all the time, but Beth is making me some homemade French fries for lunch. So after this session, I'm going to get me some homemade French fries made out of beautiful Idaho potatoes. All right, so let me copy this, put it into our chat. If I can find our chat. Here we go. Swap it in there. Now you got it, in case you want to make yours look like mine. Okay, so with that in mind, let's see what our problem children are. Oh my gosh, this couldn't have been Matt Jolly's idea, since we're up 592% on that particular trade in DKNG. DraftKings. If my pastor knew I was making money on the devil's juice, I'd probably get in trouble. But let's see what each individual position is doing. Let's see. I forgot what all I've got. I bought 3 shares of the stock. We are up $13 on that. How does Daddy do it? Then I've got a short call in there somewhere. Let's see. Here it is. That one is up 61%. Well, let's just look at our spreadsheet. Man, if you got something up 61%, it is time to go to the house. Let's see. And again, if you've not scheduled your one-on-one session with me to get your little spreadsheet all set up, make sure you do it. Look at this. It says 56 here. Mine takes into account, the spreadsheet takes into account such things as the commissions, which are always important. So that always adds up. So it's saying, hey, Bobby, you can close that puppy for 50%. I like it. Why don't we do that? I like booking winners. Makes things look good. So let's close that put. We're up $25 for the day. Create closing order. Buy it at 74. The mid is 65. I'll never get filled at 65, but I tell you, I would be, you won't see, since I'm buying it back, I want to buy that back for as least as possible. And it's probably not going to do it, but I want to see. I just want to check. Sometimes I've been fooled, right? Look, what if you hadn't done that, y'all? I saved a lot of money by doing that. Well, not a lot, but I saved a good bit. So let's do that. We got filled at 65 cents. How does Daddy do it? Look at that. Always try, y'all. You got to be a little bit on the greedy side. So we close that puppy at 65 cents. So you want to take this out, right? Because that'll slow it down. Take out that option name. And then we're going to go over here and go 0.65. I'm so glad I did that. Saved a little money. Here we go. 0.65. So I made, what did I make on it? I made 61% on it. Yeah. So we're going to go over here. We're going to tell them that we exited the trade on January 8th in the year of our Lord 21. Then, how did we manage it? We're going to call that one a, oh, not there. We're going to call that a 50% profit close. A little over 50. And we'll go over here. And Smitty didn't do this. I had to show him how to do this. Get in the last column, drag all the way across, and make that green. So that tells us that is a closed trade where we made money together. Change the little bucket of paint to green. Yeah, we got us a closed one. Now, what is this other trade I've got on in DKNG? Other trades. Seems like I've got a little in-out spread that cost me 25 cents. Oh man, what was the price of that? So if I could sell it for lower than that, no, I bought it for that, so I need to sell it for higher than that. Get it together, Bob. What can I close that little in-out trade for? That would be this little booger and this little booger. I bought 2 calls, I sold 2 calls, and I can close that for 30 cents. And I paid 25 cents for it. That's only making 5 cents, isn't it? I will leave that open. Now, let's go to the Analyze tab and see how DraftKings looks. Maybe a funky chart since I own stock in the sorts, but I just want to see what Thinkorswim this would look like. DKNG. Okay. Interesting. Current price is at $51.85, which is right here. And Sweet Bobby is at a sweet, sweet, sweet place. Look at this, guys. That is my stock plus my other little thing that I've got on in there. So I'm looking good. Looking really good. Okay. So let us go. I don't want the hotkey set up. What is that doing there? Move! Hotkey set up. All right, anything else we need to change? Oh my gosh, gold up $127 today. I'm up 70% on gold. Jeez Louise. Let's just see what it would take to close that. So it's just a call, and close that at 89 cents, maybe 87. Let me see what's happening in my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is where I go to really tell what's going on. Go to equities. Remember, gold is not in the commodities because this is an ETF. So if I was trading the gold future, it would be over here. So let's look at gold. That is a rolled position. And it says that I could close that for 89 cents. Isn't that what it said? Let's put in 89 cents there and see what this looks like. 89. And all this is portfolio management, guys. This is what we're doing. So that looks sweet, doesn't it? 89 cents on that will give me a debit of that. Why aren't you telling me my profit and loss? The formula's not in there. It's okay. Let's just copy it in there. See if we can do that. And the reason it is like that is because I did a little insert there, so it didn't put in my formulas. Let's do Control-V, paste that in there. This is just housekeeping, guys. I hope you get bored by this at some point, but most of you are trader nerds. You never get bored of managing trades. All right. Why aren't you in there? Why aren't you showing me my little, did I not do it right? Here we go. Let's copy and paste. Come on, work with me here. We've got a crowd of folks ready to see the results here. Paste it. Dang it. Oh, well, let's just think about it. So I lost money here on this first trade. How much did I lose? I lost $117 when I closed that first trade. So if this trade is now giving me a profit of more than $117, then I could actually close it and be okay. So the credit I took in on this was $295. Just kind of showing you how I go through my evaluations, guys. Here we go. $295. All right. And if I close it now, it's going to cost me $90.23. I'll be making $204. Y'all, let's just close it because that was a roll, right? And my intention when I roll a position is just to get it back to profit. So I think I'm going to close that gold position that's up well over $100 for today. So let's go back to the monitor tab. Just double check what I got there. That looks sweet, doesn't it? It's just a call. And let's close it. Create closing order. Buy it. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. Let's see if I can do it for 91. It was 87 a while ago. We wasted time, didn't we? Can I get filled? Do I get filled? Filled at 91 cents. Yeah, baby. Let's go back to my spreadsheet. And plug that in. Hey, what's all this garbage? What's happening here? Don't like what I'm seeing. Don't like what I'm seeing at all. Is it because that's too small? You got that value. Recommended data value. Oh no. Okay. First thing to do is not panic and realize that this must mean that my spreadsheet is not communicating maybe with Thinkorswim. It looks like it is though, doesn't it? No. Let me take her over to the side. I'm going to save her and open her. We'll just work on that in a minute. Just don't let me forget that I need to log my gold trade. Let me fix this, save that, close it down, and then I'll let it open while we are doing other stuff and evaluating other trades. And what I really like is some of you guys are now starting to talk to each other and discuss trades on your own, and everybody brings something to the table, which is so awesome. And we've got people in here that have barely made their first trade. Then we've got people that made tons of trades. So feel free to share in the room. I love seeing the dialogue that goes out and share a lot of that in the main chat, instead of messages, because I think everybody can learn from those things. All right, let me close down my spreadsheet, my super spreadsheet that appears to be broken. Would you like to save changes in it? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Let me open that. Then we'll get back to trade management, see if there's anything else that we need to take care of. PLTR is up at 50%. Look at us. How does Daddy do it? And remember, we made these decisions based on what? based on the charts, based on probabilities. I don't know. Let's be a little greedy on that one. Plus, I need my beautiful theta in the account anyway. I've got a micro that's up 41%. Looking nice. And Apple doing well. What are we doing there? We sold a put, didn't we? It's at 21 days today. We could take that off, maybe put another one on. DraftKings, we talked about being our really, really good little trade. That little in-out trade, I probably should close it. It's up $5 just to get it out of the way. Hold on 1 second. Let me open my spreadsheet back. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, man, XLU was doing so good yesterday. And it's down $16 today. Maybe should have closed that yesterday. XLK is positive. We're not having a good day in that one. But let's see. Anything else giving us trouble? EWW is at 28 days. I had one of those that was in the money. Let's look at that. EWW. Something was in the money, but it's barely out now. And see, here's the thing, guys. I mean, I was looking at this a while ago, and I go, good Lord, I can't believe I'm trading something EWW. I don't even know what it is. It's a Mexico ETF. My gosh, last time I was in Mexico was not a good experience for me because their taxi cabs are really, really small. And it was everything I could do to squeeze into one of those little taxi cabs. And I have not forgotten them since. My head was sticking like this, but it was out the window. Look at that bid, the spreads on that. Why is that so wide? You know, I was thinking I would close this up and roll it up, but there's no credit. And if I got to close that for 121, what did I say? We're at 28 days on that. You know, the cool thing is, guys, is you can always roll stuff out. And I'm not a big roller. I like closing and moving. But what if you did? Can you collect a credit, create a rolling order? Let's go there. I could roll it out from February the 5th expiration to February 12th expiration and collect $14. Collect more credit, right? I'd actually bring in $11 after commissions. So, you know, it's not in the money now. We still got 28 days to go. No need for me to make a rash judgment on EWW at the time. ZB. Dang it, the bonds, baby. Remember when I put that one on? I just did one side. Let's see how ZB is doing. ZB. And I promised I took my medications today, but I just took them before we went on. So I'm a little bit scattered. Y'all just stick with me a little bit. Yeah, here's why we did ZB. Remember, I sold a put because I thought that this puppy is going to march back up toward this area where volume is really high, or into this fair value range. Draw our little butt, right? But it went all the way down here to a new fair value range, so we have to draw a new butt. And price is at currently an oversold area. So that's why I did that. But we've got a lot of time on that trade. We've got a lot of adjustments we can do. If price keeps going down, though, it's down 0.5% today, well, what can we do? Well, we can add the call. You know, it wouldn't be an ideal time. I'd rather add the call on an up move in the bonds, or maybe you're trading the same thing in TLT. No big deal. We could do it several different ways. So let me delete my little drawings, go back and see what else we've got that may be a problem child. We'll get rid of the problem children. ZB is not a problem child now. VIX, we expect to lose on. I am down $214 on that, but I'm up 11 cents on the day. The hope is alive. Oh, I'm now at 52 cents. IWM is an in-out spread with only 7 days to go. It's a defined risk trade. I think I won't do anything to it. It's down 93%, but it's a small trade, only down $42. Chewy. What did I do? Dang it, I did an in-out spread on Chewy, and I think I was saying that Chewy is going to go down. And apparently, my analysis was dumb on Chewy because it ain't gone down at all. Let's see. Yep. Maybe I can keep hope alive. Maybe I can hope that Chewy will come back down into this area where most of the volume is traded. Do I not have green lines? The big green monster on this one? No big green monster. How did I make a trade without doing the green monster? Y'all want me to do the big green monster on Chewy? Is anyone thinking about doing something on Chewy? Yes, no? Excel's been slow for you too, Melanie? Well, good. That makes me feel good. Maybe it's a southern state thing. You being in Texas, me being in Georgia. All right. Does anybody want me to draw it? Y'all want the green monster? Okay, let's draw the green monster for Chewy. Because you can always, even because I've got a sucky trade on, doesn't mean that you have to have a sucky trade. So let's find something for y'all in Chewy. Let's find my little clean chart. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. All right, Chewy. Chewy. Beth said that the little guy that came from Spectrum to fix our internet yesterday said he reeked of marijuana. Said Beth said it was like I had a bong in the house. Beth said I was so high from the guy being there, but he had to go out with the car several times. Yeah, of course he did, right? Had to go out to get him a little puff, the Magic Dragon. All right, so let's draw this thing. Guys, if this is your first day in, first of all, let me see who's in with us today. I promise my medicine will kick in a little bit later. We got Peter. Hey, Peter. Dimitri. James. Jolly's with us today. Jolly, is your boss somewhere where you can't talk again, or are you okay? We got Dwayne in the house.
He just walked out the door.
Oh, boy. It's party time at Jolly's place of business. Melanie's with us. Drew's with us. Semper Fi. And Rick's with us. All right. Everybody's with us, so we're doing good. So let's draw this thing. I don't think there's anyone new. If you're new on this, don't let this scare you. We've got a class on it somewhere. Get my right tool. We want to go for the Fibonacci retracements. We'll go to the bottom, go to the top. We'll right click, edit properties. And the high is 109.73. I'm oh so close. 109.73. The low is 70.51. And we hit OK. All righty then. Wow, we got a lot of difference. This is gonna be a big old deal. So now we go to the extension tool. We're gonna draw from the 50 up to the middle of the green, up to the 100. Left click, and I'm gonna have to go and pull this down because now we're going to right click on this one and we're going to activate it. We're going to pull the 100 up to the 200 line. We're just projecting this up 200%, doubling the distance, and put it there. Then we're going to grab the 100 and put it at right here where that red line begins. She's right there. She's beautiful. I right click. We're going to take care of this one and get rid of it. And we'll right click to make it a green monster. We will call this the December for January projection because we're using December numbers to project January. Set color for all curves. We love the green. Green means money. So here's our Chewy. And now let's see how it looks like on our little chart here. Okay, so Chewy, y'all, let's draw it for you so you can see everything. Here is the fair value chart, right? Here's where fair value is on the big green monster. Draw the butt, let you know that's fair value. And price is now in an oversold condition, OS. So while we may see a pullback to the point of control where volume has mostly traded during the last 10 days, I would say it's probably more likely for Chewy to go back into this area, which is an area of fair value. Okay. Look how it did. It was in fair value. Then it said it's oversold. Hey, wait a minute. I'm going down here, but I can't do that because Bobby's going to draw the big green monster and we need to make sure that his lines work. So we need to go back up, and it has gone back up. And now she is probably, I don't know, maybe going there. So what's our other tool that we go to? Y'all know where we're going next, right? Who knows where we're going next? Hopefully y'all are learning this stuff. Anyone know? Anyone put it in the chat? We're going to our trading view. If I can get it. To our little trading view thing. $15,000 and 6 months in prison. I wonder if they still let us do our little thing if I go to prison for killing that hog. All right, so let's go Chewy here. Let's see what linear regression tells us. Linear regression, CHWY. Here we go. Chewy. Oh, man. Look at Chewy, y'all. Chewy is in an uptrend. The trend is your friend. And here, Sweet Bobby is trying to fade the trend. Man, look at that. So, what's the consensus? Chewy's probably going to go up. It may have a little, correction. And how many days do I have on that trade? Watch, it's going to go right into here. And I have Chewy. I've got 7 days on it. 7 stinking days. And I'm already 100 points down. 100% down on that. What was I thinking? Such a fool. All right, no big deal. All right, so let's go in. Now let's see what we got to do today, okay? So I'm going to leave Chewy. I may close it. I don't know. I got to think about that one. I got to go into a little deep meditation to figure out what I'm going to do on Chewy. But let's see if I got my my little thing fixed here. My little bitty. There we go. Remember a while ago, it was giving us problems. Sometimes if this thing gives you problems and it's not connecting, then, feel free to come in and do that. So we closed. What did I do? I closed gold, didn't I? Let me put that in or I will forget. Let's see. I closed gold for 91 cents. So let's book our profit. Closed it for 91.91. Now let's see if I can, it's not showing my formulas there. Let's see if I can copy them from this area. Well, no wonder it didn't copy a while ago. Look, the formula's not there either. It's not there. There it is. All right, let's copy it from there. See if we can paste it into here. Because you're going to have these same problems with the spreadsheet. So we need to show you how to fix these things, right? So I made $203 on that one. I got a 50% close signal. So let's go on over. We got out of this position on January the 8th in the year of our Lord 21. We were in the trade. Is that going to populate? Yep, 4 days. And we made $203 in 4 days, y'all. How does Daddy do it? How do we do it? All right, so we're going to say that was a 50% close. Let's go take it here. Look at us. We are on projection to make $10,000 just in this equities alone based on our performance so far. So we close Mr. Gold out. We're going to make her green, which we really like doing. Now then, baby. All right, now let's go and put in our net lick. You're going to do this every day, y'all. You do this every day. This is account management. You're being taught by a professional. while you're in the bathroom, cold bathroom of your office at work, if you're working a full-time job, or you're out in the car, out in the Cutlass smoking a Camel. All right, let's see what my net lick is today. Let's see. I want to show it on my computer, but face not recognized. I hate this face recognition stuff on Apple. Let's see what we're at. Here we go. Oh man, I'm up $4 and something cents. Let's see if it's going to show them down a little bit today. 43,776.01. Dang it, I'm down a few dollars. I'm down $39,000. Got the run. Sweet Beth just said I better be lying. 43,780.99. Sorry about that. I didn't put any all my numbers. If you get something like that, you go, wow. All right, so we're down 4.96%. We're up 0.51%. Let me pause here for a second, okay? Don't watch your net lick so closely. Net lick goes up. Earlier this morning, I looked, I was up $200-something. I was down 50, I was down 100. Don't look at it so much. We're managing our portfolio based on our Greeks, aren't we? But don't get so consumed with the net lick. We're closing winners, we're managing losers. We're not letting things go too far against us, okay? So then we're going to record our delta, make sure it's beta weighted. If you unbeta weight it, then it's crazy, right? I'm crazy long. No. Beta weighted, type in SPY. So we're negative 35.78, negative 35.78. It automatically figures your SPX delta. Then what is our lovely, sweet theta? Theta, 53.26. I cannot wait to get a theta tattoo on my buttocks. One day, it's going to say theta. What is the Greek symbol for theta? Have y'all seen that? Instead of going to prison for killing a hawk, let's say Greek symbol for theta. It's a pretty little thing. I think it's the zero thing. Greek symbol for theta. It'll pull it up. Y'all, there it is right there. Would that not be awesome as a tattoo? Look, I'm going to get B, and then I'm going to get theta, BBY. And I'm going to do my thetas, or my B's as betas. God, that would look good. All right, what's my Vega? Vega's what does us damage when the market goes down. My Vega is negative 401.57. Negative 401.57, down a little bit from yesterday, 0.57. Now, here's what I'm mostly looking at. I mean, you can follow these little guidelines for your different ratios. I don't look at them a lot, but I do have the information in the boxes if you want to check on that. But what I want to make sure of is that my theta is in line. Theta is not only the amount of time decay that we have coming into our account, but it's also a measure of risk. So if you have too much theta decay, you're taking on too much risk. And I would generally like this number to be between 0.1%, so 0.10% of your net lick, or up to a maximum of 1%. So it gave me a nice little green box, which tells me I'm just above my little lower guideline for theta. How much buying power are we using? Well, let's see. Buying power, we're using 14,394. 14,394. Wow, less than yesterday. Why? Because we closed positions. Then it will tell you that I'm using 32.88%. Sweet, baby. And let me show you. If VIX is between 20 and 30, you should be using 35 max. I'm using 32.88. I am sweet, y'all. And in a perfect place. Then we go over to the right side. And it tells me that there's no adjustment needed in my deltas, that basically I am delta neutral and with slightly negative deltas, which I like. Oh, in the session that I had one-on-one with Smitty yesterday, let me show you guys this. He was actually entering his, his buying power in the buying power tab. You do not have to do that, okay? It automatically calculates this for you. What is that? 14,394. So all of this is automatically generated to tell you your buying power, tells you your total buying power used, how much cash you have in your account. So you don't need to enter anything here, okay? It automatically pulls. This thing is smart, y'all. So now let's go to my action tab and says what the action tab says. Do I need to adjust my buying power? Earlier it said yes because I was over. Now it says it was no, you don't need to make a change, right? Who's got Rush Limbaugh on in the background? I hear that. Let me mute somebody so we don't hear all that. It's Ken listening to Rush in the background. Oh, it kills me about Rush's health condition. I grew up listening to him. All right. So will you be selling premium today? It says yes. You'll be selling the micros. And if I die, Sweet Beth knows she's got to sell at 10:30, 12:30, 2:30 to get her premium done. She'll be selling the 10%, 10 delta puts, 10 delta calls if she wants to sell calls. But look here. It actually says that my day is complete. I have sold everything because I sold that big, humongous gold /GC strangle yesterday. Let's go to the weekly premium tab. Yep, and it confirms it here. The premium I sold this week was $2,310. I should have sold $1,697. I sold 136% of my weekly target, and premium remaining is $613. Y'all check it out. I have made $500 this week. Y'all. That is going to be a trip to the Golden Corral for the whole family. I could even take my mama and my Aunt Dodo and Uncle Calvin. We could all go on that one. The projected profit for the year at my current capture rate is 34%. If we keep on as we've been doing, we're going to be up 77% on the year. It'll project a weekly profit of $654. Y'all, this is for fun. Okay, all of this stuff that I put on the right is for fun. Okay, so it says my total profits are $502.18. Let's see if that's the case when I go to my realized profits tab. See if it says 502.18. So you can see where I've made it. I made $18 in an ES trade that, had I not closed, would have gone negative. In the equities, I've made $483. Scroll on over, and I have made a sweet $502.18 in realized profits. Y'all, this spreadsheet keeps up with it all. It's amazing. Okay, so that's how you do it. So is there anything for me to do today? Yeah, not really. Now, we'll tell you this. After the election gets started or gets totally over, and we know that they'll pull Trump out of the White House and Biden goes in and everything cools down a little bit, you and I are going to start the strategy of the daily micro, okay? So if you don't have futures and futures options permissions, try to go ahead and get that from your broker, okay? If you have any questions on that, message me. I'll help you to make sure that you do that. They'll ask you what your experience is. I mean, tell them you've been trading with Sweet Bobby and you know everything. No, don't do that. But tell them, hey, you're ready to go, because I'm kind of holding your hand. We're kind of going through this. But as I do, keep in mind, I do not know jack shite, right? That baby's laying on the bed behind me, so I can't tell you Jack's real name. But I don't know jack shite, and neither do you probably. So keep that in mind as we're going along together. So don't blindly follow anything that I say. Assume everything I say is wrong. And I'm just showing you what I do for my account. Now, I've sold everything, baby, that I need to sell. Is there something that you guys are interested in that you would like me to look at? And let's do it. Let's put it through the analysis. Anybody in chat, anyone want to unmute themselves and say, hey, Bobby, let's look at X. Some type of underline. Hey, I'm really proud of Jolly. Jolly, tell it. Is your boss back yet? Can you talk to us?
He's not back.
Okay. Jolly, tell everybody what you were proud that you did.
Sold my first covered call with Fuel Cell today. Thanks to Ken talking me through it.
So Ken talked you through it in our room. And Matt, so now when you say you sold a covered call, you actually bought the 100 shares of stock first?
So earlier this week, I bought an $11 call.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not a fan of those, but
I'm
I did
not,
it
but that's
anyways.
fine. Yeah. You're
And then the stock,
a rebel, Jolly. You're a
yeah.
rebel.
So I bought the $11 for $171, and it's now trading. The stock is like $15.70. So I went ahead and exercised it, and then I sold the $20 call for next month.
Okay. So you sold the $20 call. How much money did you bring in on the $20 call? On the 20 call?
180.
180. Look at that. Yeah, there it is at like 190 now, right?
Yep.
Dude,
So it's climbing just a little.
Dude, I'm proud of you. IV rank 26.4. Let's see. What's the IV here? Hold on. Look at this, y'all. 194%, 154, 150, 144, 122, 118. Let me look at this chart here. Did you do any type of green monster analysis on it, or you just did it?
I did. It's currently trading kind of at the high part of the fair cash range.
Yeah. So look at this. By the way, you see this that says IV rank awesome? This is something that Smitty shared with me last night. And if y'all want this, I'll share this with you. IV rank awesome. Look, it tells you the IV rank, implied volatility, daily one standard deviation move. So this stock could move $1.53 in a day. The weekly move, 337 monthly move. Would y'all like that? Let me share this whole screen that'll have everything on it. So this is just kind of the one that I look at. And I think you got to have it on a daily year for all of these to work. I forget what this one is, but I thought that was kind of neat. So rather than you typing in the code to do that, let me share that. Let's see, share grid. And we will open that, share. Let me post that in Discord for you. Discord. Here's the cool IV rank that was shared by @Smitty. I give credit to everybody. If there's something I do, like I say, no trade really is my own. It is something that I have learned from somebody. So then click on that, guys. It'll open it up and copy it. And then you go to your setup and you go open shared item, right? And that's where you'll open it. And once you open that, then save that as a grid. And I've got a ton of grids that I use for various different things. See this? MACD, blah, 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 all this garbage. All right. Well, I'm glad you did that. That's awesome. So you are now wheeling that, right? So you own shares. If it gets called away, your shares will be gone. And then what he will do is he'll come back in and he'll sell a put to potentially get long that stock again. And that's called the wheel, guys. And it's very, very, very a powerful thing to do. In my mind, it's a safe thing to do. I think that's what I decided I was going to do on PLTR, right? But if I get to 50% on that, I mean, I'm at 48.17 now. I mean, I'm ducking, tail, and running. Let's see. Buy it at 44. What's the 43? Yeah, I'll leave it a while because I'm just barely above my minimum theta threshold. Oh, yeah, I'm down $80 on the day. Ain't nobody going to the Applebee's this weekend. All right, anyone else got something that you'd like me to evaluate for you? Something you want to talk about? A question? Now, I understand if you're in the bathroom at your office, and in there or smoking a Camel and the Cutlass, it's hard sometimes to get on. So maybe you can type in the chat or unmute yourself just for a second while you're in the bathroom. Maybe flush the toilet if you don't want people to know that you are a trader nerd. doing all kinds of trades. Anyone got anything? I'll be happy to look at. If not, I'm gonna find something on my own, just tell you how I do it, okay? Going once, going twice. So,
Can you look at silver?
you want me to look at the future or the SLV?
SLV.
SLV.
It's sold off majorly today. Maybe something you want to look into.
Thought I had a position in silver. Did I get rid of it? I do have a position in silver. I'm down $3 on the day. What have I got? I've got a strangle at 42 days to expiration. Let's look at it. Silver. Let's see. SLV. I always like having something on in silver and go, my gosh, man. What happened? Man, these things, we got some big movers, y'all. It's not a time for the weary, is it? All right, so let's get our little drawer out. I need to change that from pink. I don't know how to do it unless y'all don't like pink. So let's draw the fair value. Well, let's first look at our volume profile. This is where the most volume, that red line, has traded over the last 10 days. This is a 30-minute chart right here. And incidentally, this is our fair value butt range. So we draw the butt, fair value. Seems like that's darker than it was. Yes, I did change colors. Hold on a minute. I did like it lighter than that. Let me get it to a lighter color. I want something neon almost. Yeah, well, that's not it either. Come on. I want it to be able, y'all to be able to see what's going on. Maybe we need a yellow. Open up for the love. Unbelievable. Hold on. Oh, well. We'll go with this mauve or whatever it is. Okay, so here's fair value range. And Silver said, well, crud on that. I'm going to go into the over. Now, what color is that? Unbelievable. Hold on a second, y'all. Now I've got it black. Let's try this. There. Yeah. Don't like that either, but we'll fix it. So it went into an oversold area. And then it said, hey, I ain't finished yet. Y'all think the big green monster is going to tell me where I can go. First of all, that is the big green monster for December for January. Then it went into the overbought area for the fair value range that's down here that you can't see on the screen. So look at it going against the curve, y'all. Well, let's erase all that. And what do we do? Let's go to our nifty trading view. And let's look at silver here. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. See what we got. Silver. Uh-oh. Silver is in a, but look how pretty this is, y'all. Check this out. Is that amazing? I mean, we knew it was in a downtrend, didn't we? I mean, this thing shows us we're in a little downtrend. Went to the top, went to the bottom, middle, bottom, goes to the top. Man, you know, we should have had this is a daily chart. We should have had a short call in that. And now look at it back toward the center. Wow. It's a beautiful thing. So what do I have on in silver? I've got a strangle in silver. I'll tell you what, I'll probably watch this puppy, and I got a feeling before long I'm going to do pretty much what I did in the gold trade. Well, not the gold. Yeah, on what I did in the gold trade, but I will do this in silver futures, point SI. And don't do this, y'all. Don't do this trade unless you're like, you know, really versed in what you're doing. But I'd probably go out here, sell a 5 delta. Let's just look at it. 5% there. How much premium could I get there? And go 5% on the upside. You got to hit your control key to do the deal order. Let's go up to about a 5% probability. About there. And see what we could collect there. Look at that. Is that amazing or what? You could go out and do a 5 Delta strangle, 76 days out, and bring in $1,424. What's the return on capital for that one? Ages. So if you bring it in $1,424 and divide that by the buying power necessary, the 49.86, drop the mic, baby. That's 28%. Now that's not as good as what I did on my gold trade. What I think on my gold trade, I brought in about 44%, but that ain't bad. That ain't bad. But is today the day I want to do it? No. Why? Because my little spreadsheet says, ding, 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 dummy, Bobby, you have done all you need to do. You are perfect, baby. A little overachiever here, but you are perfect. I don't know what that is. That little 14,394, and that's going to drive me crazy. Oh, also, I wanted to show you this too, guys. What's this? Smitty and I had a great conversation yesterday. Craig and I had a great conversation yesterday, one-on-one. Again, if you hadn't had your one-on-one, let's book it, okay? So we can get together. But I wanted to show you something. Let me type in GLD. Because a lot of you are doing spreads, I just wanted to show you something. So let's say that you've got a spread trade, and let's change this from spread where it says single. Let's go to vertical. So then it's got these 2.5 wide spreads, right? Well, if that's not big enough for you, you could go to deep and wide and go out and go 1 month 4 strikes. And that'll give you, look at there, 10-point wide strikes, right? So this is kind of cool too. So if you're doing a spread on the spreadsheet under credit spreads, and you don't know how to do the option name there because you go, wait a minute, I'm short a put, I'm long a put. How do I do that into the spreadsheet? Pretty simple, I think. I'm gonna call Thinkorswim just to make sure we're on the right track. And so you've got this as a spread. So then just right click on this and hit copy. Look at that. So it gives you both the long and the short of the spread. So I'll put paste there, and you've got it there. You may want to widen that so it doesn't go over your strategy. But then if you're trading GLD, you've got one contract, let's say, whatever strikes, and you put it on for a price. It should pull up this. I know it doesn't have the little formula there, does it? Where's the formula? There it is. Let me pull that up there. Copy and paste. Then it should pull up the cost or the price of that spread. Let's see if it does it. There. So it says that spread's currently going for $1.10, and it will tell you what your debit is. So that's a cool little way if you have a spread. Now, what if you don't have, say one of yours is the 165 and the other one's the 160. It's only 5-point wides. I think you can just go here and change that to 160. Let's see if that does it. Come on. Maybe 160. And yeah, there it is. It's trading for 77 cents. So you can manipulate that for a spread trade so you can keep up with it, and it'll pull that into there. The only thing that I've got to do for Craig, he trades SPX spreads, and it's not doing the computation right because SPX has a different multiplier than the regular stock and ETF trade. So I got to fix that for him, but I will do it. This is a work in progress. All right, let's see. Let's take a few minutes and see if there's anything for a potential trade. Unless there's something else you guys want me to look at, I'm willing to do it. Other than that, I'll show you how I do it every day. Let's go into Tastyworks. We will pull up the watch list. You can do the liquid ETFs. You can sort by IV rank. As Jolly said, silver is very got the in higher, the IWM is in the higher. I don't trade these ultra things at all. It's just not my style. XLE. Oh man, don't make me sign in. Hold on a second. There. XLE. Well, I don't trade the VXX as far as anything that we do. Would I do the QQQ? Probably not. So maybe nothing that I'm looking for. Do I have a position on an XLE? Let's see. It's bad when you can't remember what you're actually in. XLE. XLE. I don't see it. Energy group. It seems like we took one off the other day we made money on it. Those things that you make money on a lot of times, get back in them. Let's see. That would be under equities. How have we done an XLE? XLK. Have I not traded that this year? XLE. Well, let's look at it. XLE. I love ETFs, y'all. Better than stocks. I just like them. All right, let's look at XLE. Oh, man. First of all, I need to make sure, since I hadn't traded it this year, is this a December for January? So we're good there. The big green monster tells it all. Man, look at this. So what we see is here is where the most volume is traded in the last 10 days. But XLE, the energy ETF, has decided that it wants to ignore all of this. This was a fair value range here. This was an area where things were overbought for that fair value range, but it said, I don't care. And it kept going up to an area where it's oversold. And now check out XLE way up here in a brand new fair value zone. So it is, and it's a whole new world, a whole exciting point of view from Aladdin. Y'all don't have 5 kids, y'all don't watch enough cartoons to know that song. So now we're into a new area of fair value. What do I think? Well, it's now said, hey, this is my fair value. Forget all you down here. We didn't want to be there. And energy is roaring. Let's see what she looks like on a, you were singing that song to a friend? That's a great one, isn't it? A whole new world. Yeah, that's a great one. I love. By the way, for those of you that have kids and grandkids, this is a little older animated movie, but the best animated movie of all time is Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is gold. So if you got kids, grandkids, let them watch Shrek 2. Shrek 1 was okay. Shrek 3 was dreadful. Shrek 4 was, but Shrek 2 is the best animated film of all time. I promise you. Now I forgot what I was doing. Oh, XLE. Let's go look at the, let's look here. XLE at our linear regression channel. Look at this. We're going to the top. We're going to the bottom. We're going to the top. We're going here. We are going up, baby. We are going up. Now it could go back to the bottom, couldn't it? It could go up to the top. But we're in a nice little upward channel. Let me go back here and look. We're in this fair value range. We could go back to here. We're at the top, but it says we're in a fair value range. It very well may test this up here. Let me look. I'm always looking, y'all. I'm always looking for a trade. For some reason, I'm thinking, let's see how the bid-ask spreads are in XLE. I always like to check price in here. Let's go XLE. XLE. Oh, look at this. In the, well, it's expiring today and at 67%. 40, 39, 38, 38, 38, 38, 36, 39. That's 70 days. That's too far out. That's 38.2. 39.2 in the 14 day. 38.2, 14 days is really a little less than I'd like to go. Let's look at the February 19th, 42 days. What could you do here? Probability of being in the money of about a 22. Now, here's the cool thing about Tasty Works, y'all. This shows you the expected move within that particular time, right? So you could go down and do a 22%. Look at those bid-ask spreads. Those are tied, aren't they? You could sell that, bring in $49, have an 81% probability of profit, bring in $49 of exchange. The probability of getting to 50%, are you kidding me, is 91. Bringing in $1.50 of theta. You look over here to Max Loss and you go, oh! Buying power is 37.5. Let's look at that. What is this? And I know some of y'all probably got to go in a second because work is calling, but let's just look real quick. Like the 37 put in the February 19th expiration. Let's go. I said I wasn't going to trade. It's hard not to. XLE, February 19th expiration. Let's go down here. Where were we getting that? The delta and the probability and the money. Why don't you give me this NA stuff, y'all? Oh, man. Close that up, see if it'll give it to me. 42 days. That did look like a nice trade, didn't it? Why are you not giving me my stuff? No
Is it
probability.
because you're trading a vertical?
Dang it. Who said that? Was that Jolly? Who was that? Thank you. See? I need y'all. There it is. Okay, let's see. If we sold about a 20, I could bring in $49. You know, the stock's up a little bit on the day. Normally I sell puts during that time when things are down. But dang it, I think this thing may continue to go up. Let's see what my return on capital would be just to have a trade on here. $48 divided by the buying power, 370, equals 13% return on my. You can't get that from a CD, can you? Let's try it. If it goes against me, I can always sell a call, work this out, and you guys need to see trade being managed anyway. So let's do that. I'm going to sell that puppy. First of all, I want to look at something. I wish I could see. Let's see. Well, no, I'm just going to do it. Just do it, Bobby. Natural mid $49. I can bring me in another $49. Let me see if we. Bingo! Can y'all hear the little? Yes, listen to that. That's beautiful. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Let's put it in. So we're under equities, doing an XLE trade. XLE. We Johnny one lotted it. And you can do a spread, right? If you want to, do a spread. Just collect about a third of the width of the spread. We did the 37 put. Since I'm kind of a little bullish on the energy. 37 put. Should have copied that a while ago. Let's go back and copy that trade. Get on the line, right click anywhere on it and go copy. So it'll keep up with it in our little spreadsheet. And Control V, paste. We did, what was our little deal? We did a short, oh man, it ain't pulling up my stuff anymore. Again, unbelievable. I'm gonna cuss somebody out. What was our actual delta on that? Wasn't it about a 20? The DTE on that trade was 42 days. And that's another thing, guys. Tasty Trade says 45. I love having things in all different kinds of expirations. It's just my personal feel over my several years of trading. Holy cow, I got filled at 50 cents on that thing. Cool. They price improved me. Got in it on the 8th. Current day is in trade. I am there and there. How much did I get? I got 50 cents instead of the 49 cents. Thank y'all so very much. And so that trade is in there. We're down $2 on it now. You're always going to be negative on a short options trade. If you're selling, you're always down. All right, so now let's go to my weekly premium here. So now I've really overdone myself. I'm at 139% of my weekly target. I sold 23.59, and we are well on our way to having a very, very good year, even though we're only 5 years in it. All right, guys, unless there's any other questions, I'm going to go out and eat some homemade French fries, and then I'm going to look for a hawk in the tree, and I'm going to pretend that I'm going to shoot him with a BB gun. Okay, I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to maim him to a point that he won't come back for my chickens. So I love you all. Thank y'all for joining me every day, and I will see y'all on Monday.